The other day, I made a video about a post where a mother was talking about how her ex was asking for 50-50 custody. And she was trying to explain what 50-50 custody would look like as far as school and having to take off work and needing childcare and all of that. Well, I already did that post like 2 days ago. But because of that post, a woman sent in a story time for me to my Instagram. So this is what she said. She's like, girl, your newest video hit so close to home. She said, I offer 50-50 no child support to my ex-husband before the divorce. But throughout the entire marriage and post-divorce, he has chosen jobs where he's unavailable. She says, so, now that he's found a poor woman to cling to, he's trying the 50-50 thing. So I was like, has he been paying his child support? She said, yes. I told him that he would have to petition the judge to be taken off child support. But the gag is he still can't do it because even on the weeks where the kids are with him, I'm still inconvenienced. I told him that he can go to court and I will report what you've done. But I'm also going to tell the judge that 3 times when your girlfriend went out of town, I have kept the kids during your week. And even when they are in school, I pick the kids up on your week because her kids get out at the same time. So I have concerns. If this relationship fails, you will not be able to maintain custody. She continues with she, as in the new girlfriend. She is basically the de facto parent on their week. But he has decided not to get a vasectomy, and she is pregnant and due in about a month. So she will be out of commission. So the part that's cut off at the top was he asked to be taken off child support. And she said, I didn't put you on child support. The judge ordered child support, and that's who you need to talk to. I asked, how long were you married and how long have you been divorced? She said, we were married for 3 years. I didn't stay too long. He was a person who benefited from abusive men because he got to survive on, at least I'm not hitting you or cheating on you. This is when I was in church and subscribed to religion. We got married in 2018 and divorced in 2021. She said, I left because I didn't want my children normalizing our relationship as love. He was also someone who wanted a traditional wife who paid modern woman bills. And I'm like, damn, why is this effing script so predictable? She's like, sir, how am I the primary caregiver, housekeeper, and breadwinner? She says, prior to divorce, we separated. I said, prior to divorce, we separated bathrooms and I stopped cleaning. She says, I saw gas stations who had cleaner bathrooms. Gross. And after divorce, he was all, no one is going to want you with 2 kids. And then he dates someone with 2 kids and he's got a third on the way. I don't think she's going to stay long after the baby. She has already called him stupid and an idiot several times to me. And I don't think it's a good look when your new woman start complaining about you to the ex. She has also said that she can survive without him. She says, mind you, I prompted none of these conversations. She says, I'm honestly mentally preparing for him to phase out when the new baby gets here so I can prepare the kids, especially if they break up. The girlfriend loves the kids and said they always have a room at her home, even if they break up. That's one of the things about women. We do know and understand communal living. So it sounds like these 2 women will connect even if the dude gets plucked out of the situation. So I did call this man a dummy for not getting a vasectomy and having a third baby on the way. And she responded to that. She said she told him to get a vasectomy. So to this, I need to say to ladies, stop messing with men. Stop messing with men who have babies. Let the young children especially, let them hold their own nuts. Make sure they are doing their parenting themselves. Stop rescuing them. Stop being the de facto parent. If they want 50-50 custody, perfectly fine. Make sure that they are the ones that are being the parent and not some other woman. A lot of these men get remarried quickly. They get a girlfriend quickly because they don't want to pay child support and they need to pawn their children off on somebody. They are always looking to mine the resources of a woman, the resources being time, energy, and money. So stop doing that. Stop being the gold for these men to dig. And religion got women in a headlock. And I'm glad that a lot of women are waking up to all of this mess so we can get out of the need for a man. You can want a relationship and want a man. That is perfectly fine as long as you're not putting yourself underneath their foot simply because your religion said that they are higher and supposed to be the leader and you're just supposed to be the helper servant. We got to get out of that. We have got to deconstruct and deprogram from religion. Now let's talk about some of these comments. These are all comments from my TikTok page. Yes, I did have some from my YouTube page, but right now I'm gonna do some TikTok. Maybe I will do a part 2 where I do some of the comments from my YouTube page. Nicole says, I remember I was talking to a guy that said he had 50-50 custody of his daughter. Come to find out what he really meant was his parents had custody. These single men do not parent, they pass it off. And Maria says they will pass it off to the women in their family, moms, aunts, sisters. I was my brother's free childcare. I had to prioritize caring for my nieces and nephews instead of doing teenager things. They stay stealing the childhood of girls. Cool Girl says, my dad had every other weekend for maybe a couple of years. In reality, we were at my grandma's or aunt's, whoever he could pawn us off on. Then we became teenagers and that stopped altogether. And then they wonder why they lose contact or, their adult kids go no contact at all. They did not build these relationships with their children. Laura says, I have 50-50, but his 50 is his mom doing all of the running around for him, lives with her because he has to work. But so do I, and so does his mom. Aegis Thena says, X has to ask all the clothing sizes, sleep schedule, doctor's schedules, etc. When court said 50-50, he had to get his new girl to read the court schedule for him to know it all. Kiddo spends most of dad's time at grandparents' house. Definitely had to get to this one. Olagenic says, I told my ex 50-50 means that I will not be answering my phone in his time except for emergencies. Figure it out. That is precisely what women need to do, simply because if they know that they have a crutch, they will continue to use the crutch. So women need to opt out of being that crutch for these people. Make sure that they are participating. They want to get out of paying, and they really don't know what goes into the day-to-day to parenting because when they were in the home, the woman was the day-to-day. So once they have to flex that muscle, they will get better at it. And maybe, just maybe, if men knew and understand how much was included in parenting, maybe they would stop dropping their sperm here, there, and everywhere because everybody has to pick up their slack when they are deficient. Il Capitano says, I have two brothers. One is neglectful and mean to his kids, and the other is the perfect dad. Does everything, takes them to school, their doctor's appointments, their supplies. It's crazy. And it literally is crazy. If they want to, they will. But a lot of the times they don't see these kids as full humans that they have to build relationships with. And it is, I mean, it makes sense that a lot of people are going no contact with their dads when there is a divorce or a breakup or whatever. And if they haven't earned that relationship, make sure on the back end, when they're old, you do not become the hospice care kid that swoops in and helps them out because now he needs help in his old age. Show him the same energy that he showed you as a child when he was supposed to be there supporting and loving and doing all the dad stuff that dads are supposed to do. All right, y'all. If you have any comments about 50-50 child support, go ahead and drop your stories in the comments. I'm probably going to do another video tomorrow because there were a lot of comments. So drop your story. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.